Okay, so here, so I'm just sending some boxes. I think it looks pretty good though. What do we think?
Love it.
Okay. So I'm practically almost done here. Just doing the hearts now. And yeah, we're wrapping it up, putting the postage on it, and shipping it out tomorrow AM. Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back. For today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys probably one of the most exciting videos I've ever filmed on my channel. So I'm really happy to announce that I've created a full collection with Ofra Cosmetics. I am so beyond thrilled about this one. I think you guys are gonna fall in love and really love it as much as I do. I really have no words. So of course I'm gonna go in depth with everything, names, prices, when this will be available, the whole 9 yards. But I firstly wanted to thank you guys so much for always being the coolest ever. And I know I constantly say that and mention that, and I know that for many of us we actually have not met, but I really try to keep it as real as possible on this channel. And I don't even know, I feel like my voice is choking up, but I really tried to speak to you guys as if I'm speaking to my best friend, and really that's what I wanted from the beginning. I never wanted to act like I, knew more than anyone or acted like I was more. It really just wasn't about that. It's just, and this collection also represents so much for me too. And of course, I'll get into that later, but I really just wanted to say you guys are the best. If you choose to purchase this collection, I really appreciate it. And if you don't, because you're not able to or you're just not feeling it, that's absolutely fine. And I still appreciate you so much. Okay, so now let's get started with the collection deets. So I firstly released an eyeshadow palette with them. This right here retails for $39. Let me give you guys the grand reveal. I don't even know what order I'm doing this in, but basically, here is what we are working with. I'm in love. Let me tell you, this is mine that I've had for a while. That's why it looks very used. I do have this palette on my face today when it comes to my eyeshadow, my bronzer, blush, and highlighter. You can do so much with this. So $39 for this. I should hopefully have a 3 looks my palette style video up, I want to say tomorrow. So we're hoping and praying for that to actually happen. I want to try to use this palette as much as I could to give you guys ideas, show you guys how it blends out, really the whole 9 yards with this. Also, you are able to use my code on my full collection as well as really anything on Ofra's site. My code is just Liora for 20% off site-wide. And again, my collection. I'll have the link down below if you guys want to purchase it through there. Then I released a lip duo. So we get a full-size liquid lipstick and then a gloss. This right here retails for $27, I want to say, 2 full sizes. So you can purchase these individually. Oh, and then you got my picture on the back there. Or you can purchase the full PR box, which looks just like that. The theme of the box, of course, is just like black and hot pink. Love it. I think it's beautiful. And then I'm going to show a close-up here, but on the in the back here, you can see like these lines, and it's supposed to kind of be the Brooklyn Bridge. So yeah, definitely a very homey collection. And then on the back of the box, there's a picture of me, and then it just says a little bit of a bio, plus it mentions what's included on the inside. And this right here retails for $59. So cheaper if you would purchase this instead of purchasing both of these individually. Okay. Let's do this. First of all, in my coffee here, we use the Starbucks Caramel Macchiato, I think. Creamer, it's the best thing ever. And also this shirt, by the way, is from Target. I'll try to have a link below if you want it. It's really cute and comfy. Okay, so if you guys have been watching my channel for really any length of time, I think it's quite obvious that I'm from New York. And if you're new here, I'm from New York. But really, that's pretty much the main comment I guess I get. I think it's because of my accent. And initially when I started making videos, I never knew that I had an accent until I started coming here. And a lot of you guys were like, hey, like, where are you from? New York, Brooklyn. And I'm like, I guess, but like, I always thought like you only have an accent if you have like the English or like Australian type of accent. I didn't know that this was an accent, you know what I'm saying? So this whole collection is pretty much like New York, Brooklyn themed. I really wanted to bring my home to yours. I wanted to feel that like connection, that vibe, and I really wanted to make it a very like, cozy collection for everyone to enjoy, I was part of the Ofra, what's it called? Project Influencer for 2019. That collection sold out a bunch of times thanks to you guys. It was a 5-pan palette that I created myself. It was pre-existing shades like in Ofra's line, but I kind of curated it, in my own way to create a palette. And then I put like a liquid lipstick and a lip gloss in a kit too that were pre-existing shades from their line as well. So that went really amazingly. Again, thanks to you all for really showing love and support. I really appreciate it. And then I want to say like a bit after that, I don't know why I remember this, but you'll see why. I was going out with this guy for maybe like a month and a half at that time. And it just didn't work out, which honestly, I'm really grateful for because I'm actually engaged and to the guy that I feel like, oh my gosh, like really the man of my absolute dreams. It's like the coolest thing ever. So anyway, at that time, that guy was just like not feeling something, whatever, next. So it was just interesting because that day that he was like, yeah, I'm not down. Ofra, I got a call from Ofra and they were like, hey, like we really want to work with you again to create your like all new brand new collection with us. Like everything will be made from scratch. And I was like, excuse me, what? Did not expect that at all. It was a really surreal moment for me. And in that way, I just realized when one door closes, one door opens. Like we really just never know what's in store for us. And I think, you know, I was bothered at that time because of everything that happened, whatever. But then when I got the call from Ofra, I'm like, you know what? There are so much more bigger and better things in life that we can attract, you know? And I'm so happy that I attracted it in some way, if that makes sense. I really love working with Ofra because they really are a brand that lets you just do what you want to do, you know? And I know a lot of other brands are really not like that. Not that I've worked with other ones, but other brands in this specific way, but in other ways it was very like, don't do this, don't do, you know what I'm saying? But with Ofra, it's more of like very, very free in a way. So I really appreciate that with them. And also this full collection is actually called the Beyond Words collection. You guys know that's how I speak. So it's like, we were kind of deciding like, hey, like what's the collection gonna be called? I'm like Beyond Words, or I don't even know. I think they told me like, you say that a lot. I'm like, actually I do, yes. Okay, well, I'm spitting now. So let's get started with the eyeshadow / face palette. It's in this cardboard green package, and then here is what the palette looks like on the inside. So like I mentioned, you get eyeshadows here, so 4 metallics on top, 4 mattes on bottom, a blush, highlighter, and bronzer. And once again, these are brand new shades and shade names that I picked out as well that have to do with like my vibe in a way, you know, very homey collection. So when Ofra asked me what shades I wanted to include in the palette, I kind of almost knew like right away, not exactly what tones and shades, but I really wanted to create 2 elements. I wanted something that had slightly warmer tones and cooler tones as well in one palette for a bunch of different reasons. Well, firstly, if you don't necessarily use cool tones and you wanted to get into it, I feel like this is a great way to kind of jump in. If let's say you don't use warm tones, this is also just has it all. I also wanted to create a palette that, yeah, combines both, so you can kind of mix both elements together and really create something that maybe you would not have created if you were just using an all cool tone palette or an all warm tone palette. In addition to that, I really wanted to create a palette that could be used for the day, you know, for a nice neutral look if you're going for that, or even for a dramatic look, but a palette that could also be used for the night to amp things up, to create intensity and more definition. So I think we did really, really well with this one. I love that you can kind of grab and go with this. I've used this so many times. I have packed it with me so many times as well to go away like for weekends and stuff. And I remember even the first 2 or 3 times I opened this palette, and I almost forgot there were also like face powders in here. And I was looking in my bag, I'm like, hey, like where is the bronzer, blush? And I'm like, oh yeah, it's in the palette. So really, it's an all-in-one. I'm not used to that because really I don't have a specific palette I use that has everything in one. But truly, like, look, perfect for traveling. Great to have if you don't want to have too many compacts around. And also like, you know, it has a lot to offer. But I kind of situated in a way where you kind of have the 4 here, 2, 2, 2, 2. So it really just, it's easier on the eyes if you're looking at this palette and you're like, hey, what am I doing? You can kind of use them in duos, you can use them in quads, you can even use them in 3s. It was just like really thought out, if you know what I'm saying. So now let's get started with the shade names and the shades. Honestly, my nails are gross. I'm not really sure what's up, but you know the drill around here. I'm just gonna point with a brush. The first shade that we have up is this beautiful pink, which is called Marshmallow, and it's an iridescent, I would say, bubblegum pink. Such a stunning one, let me tell you. It's what I have on my lids today and obsessed. There, so I named that one Marshmallow because, you know me and naming my nieces and nephews certain names, like cute little yummy names. So my sister's daughter's name is Michal, and here and there we'll call her like Marshmallow, like little one, Tushy, just like a bunch of really cute names, like all these delicious names. But Marshmallow really, really stuck with her. And so I really wanted to name that for that little one. This is probably one of my favorite shades in the whole palette because I think that it really goes with so many different colors here, even though you might think maybe not, you know, really it amps everything up. And I got probably the most compliments when I wore this one actually quite a few times. Next up we have Cookie, and this right here is a bright metallic copper. You guys know my niece Carmela, she's the oldest of the bunch. She actually just turned 8, and I've done a few videos with her here on my YouTube channel. You guys seem to love her. She really is like a little like woman, a babe. And so there was one time, a bunch of times, I call her like a bunch of these cute names. So there was one time I'm like, what should I call you? You know, like I want to call you like a cute name. She's like this, call me Cookie. I was like, what? Who is this kid? And she was like 5. That was the cutest thing ever. So Cookie definitely stuck. And honestly, I feel like in the past I used to call you guys Cookies. And sometimes when I message you guys on Instagram, I'm like, hey Cookie, like, and then you guys message me like, hey Cookie. So like, it's kind of like all of us in a way. So there's that. Next up, we have the shade Fuzzy, and that right there is in Iridescent Deep Lavender. Fuzzy is named after my other niece. So I actually have 3 nieces and 1 nephew. So my other niece, which is Sophie, she's from Staten Island. She is such a character, and she always makes me laugh. Like her personality is delicious. So I wanted to name that one after her. Next up, we have the silver shade in the palette, which is called Hey Girl. That's a silver mauve metallic. So it would really pair well with the purples. It would pair really well with the green. Honestly, even the warmer tones, like I mentioned, you can kind of just throw all the shades together. I think it would look great. So that one is called Hey Girl because I wanted to incorporate Rivka in this palette. Rivka is my best friend since 1st, 2nd grade. Love that girl like more than anything. And so every time we speak on the phone or anytime we send voice messages to each other, it's like, hey girl. Hey girl. We just kind of started doing it maybe like a year ago, and it's like our thing now, like, hey girl, you know what I'm saying? Like in a bunch of different tones. So I named that one because of, you know, her, because of our friendship, because of the word that we constantly use, hey girl. I felt like that was very fitting. Okay, so that's pretty much it when it comes to the metallics on top. I did want to divide them in 2 different finishes. So yeah, metallics on top, mattes on bottom. So also like it'll be easier for the eyes. Now let's get started with this shade right here. This one is called Yum. Obviously, if you know what I'm saying. Like it wouldn't be a palette of mine, it would be like yum in it, you know, that's like part of my vocabulary day in, day out. This is a deep wine cranberry color. So pretty on the outer part of the eye. It's also what I'm wearing on the outer part of my eye today. Also really nice to kind of buff out on the lower lash line. It's such a good color that really goes with so much. So I know I had to include something like that in there because that's a shade that I typically wear, and I really feel like those colors, let me tell you, look good on everyone. Really all of these do, but especially that one, like obsessed. The next shade that we have here is called Coffee, and it's spelled coffee, C-A-W-F-E-E, if you know what I'm saying. A lot of you guys pointed out that I just say words so differently compared to you all, and like even my fiance, which is such a cool thing to say now, he's also like, coffee, water. I'm like, it's water. He's like, it's water. I'm like, it's water. He's hilarious. Let me tell you, you guys are gonna love him. But yeah, so things like that, like the way I say things is always with an A-W, like bra, because, what else? Small. So I had to include something like that in there because, you know what I'm saying? It just had to be. So that's just a deep mocha matte brown, and I felt like for a palette it's an essential color. It is pretty deep in the pan here, but with all of these shades you can go lighter with them and then build them up to the intensity that you would like. So really you have the best of all the worlds in here, I want to say. The next shade that we have up is called Friends, if you guys know me. This is just a nice deep purple, slightly plummy tone type of shade. Friends has been my favorite shows really since day one. I remember the first time I started watching it was when we lived in our other apartment when I was like, what, 7 years old? Yeah, like 2nd grade literally. It was on the TV. The TV that we had was like literally a 13 by 13, like a small little box, and that was the first time I actually saw Friends. I didn't like sit and watch like full seasons or anything, but like it was the first official show I want to say that I watched, and I'm like, oh, this looks pretty cool, you know what I'm saying? There's more out there in the world than just like going to school and being home kind of thing. So I fell in love, I want to say, since then. My brother owned all of the seasons of Friends on DVD at some point. We watched all of them like hundreds of times. Now I know it's hard to find it like on Netflix and stuff like that, but I pretty much know most of the shows by heart, and it's just like a good feel-good show. So I really wanted to incorporate it in here also because I know a lot of you guys love Friends, and for me it just always hits home, so I wanted to include that in there. Okay, and then the final shade that's included in here is this deep emerald green color. That word always reminds me of The Wizard of Oz. Emerald City, remember? So I included that shade for Cleo. It's called Cleo basically, but it also reminds me of Cleo. If you guys don't know, Cleo is my outside stray cat. During the pandemic especially, like she literally used to come to my window every single day. And she really like, you know, helped out the situation, I would say. Like I really looked forward to seeing her, and she really just always made me happy. She does come a lot these days, but not as much. She also ended up having 4 little ones, like 4 kittens, and then they all started coming. So we really have a whole party here going on daily, I want to say. But yeah, I really like, I'm scared of cats, and I have to explain this because I feel like I get a lot of questions. People always ask me, then why do you feed the cats? So I'll tell you, I don't mind being nice to the cats, but I'm just not gonna touch the cats, if you know what I'm saying, or like just don't come next to me, but here, take all the food you know you need. All right, so that's pretty much it when it comes to the eyeshadows. Now let's get started with the face powders. So first up, we have this perfect peachy blush. You guys know these are my kind of colors. It's the blush that I'm wearing on my face today. You can build up or wear it sheer. Again, that's with everything in here. Obsessed. Okay, it's 2 words in my dictionary. I love it. It's like the perfect thing ever. If you're really just gonna get this palette, get it for that and more, but like really for that, because it's so good. So I really wanted to create something that would go with like a cool tone look and a warm tone look, something that can go great for day, night, the whole shebang. You know, I really put thought into like the specific shades that I wanted to use. So that right there is winner for me. I love it. Then moving on to the highlighter. This is, again, all of these are all brand new like shades. This right here is called Heavenly, and I honestly could not have picked a more perfect name. So first I was gonna name it Heaven, but then I'm like, Heavenly has more of like a twist to it in a way. Like I have a Heavenly sign in my room. You guys know my Heaven at TJ Maxx videos are videos I do every Saturday. It was kind of inspired by that, but I just feel like it's a word I use often if I really love something and it really is ultimately amazing. Heavenly is just the best way to describe it, because what's really better than heavenly, you know? And this highlighter is a white gold, which is really what I was going for, because you guys know I have a lighter skin tone, but I'm always so inspired by gold highlighters. Like I love how it looks on deeper skin tones and I think it's so pretty, but it's just hard for me to find one that really looks good and it doesn't look like an extra layer on my skin or like too much of a shadow. So I did create this one that really could work well for anyone. If you were looking for like a gold highlighter but it was always too dark for you, then this right here is winner, because it's also like a white gold. So it's like white but it has like a gold twist and it's so pretty. And again, it's what I'm wearing on my skin today. So let me tell you, these face powders, next level. So yeah, that's what Heavenly is about. And then the final powder that's included in here is the bronzer. Love, love, love this one. Again, I'm wearing it on my face. I feel like I'm saying that every time, but that's not too warm. It's not too cool. And really you could see here, I've used it so much from like the color of the palette, like that's changing. That right there is called Brooklyn. Brooklyn is my home. It's always been my home since day one. I've never moved. I was born in Manhattan, but I lived in Brooklyn my whole entire life. Like I don't even know the feeling to move to a different state, because I just don't know. Like I feel like there are a lot of people who move into New York, but out of New York, I don't know as much. Although my brother moved to Texas maybe like 10 years ago or something. But yeah, like Brooklyn's my home. You know what I'm saying? I don't know more than that. So I had to definitely include that name here. So yeah, that's pretty much it when it comes to the palette. I'm so happy with this one, and I feel like it's such a good versatile palette that I really hope you guys will love and enjoy really, really, really as much as I do. All right, next up we have the lip kit duo. So we get, again, like I said before, 2 full-size lip products, a liquid lipstick and a gloss. And then on the back here you can see there's a picture of me, and then it says a little bit about like what's included. So you guys are gonna love this. This is the liquid lipstick I'm wearing on my lips today. So let's get started with that one first. I am so excited to be able to release my own liquid lipstick with Ofra Cosmetics. Their formula is really outstanding. I pretty much have all of the shades in the line. I've done lip swatches of the full liquid lipstick collection they have. This right here is the most perfect nude, rosy, pinky shade. Like, I can't get stressed enough. It's like the perfect everyday color. You can also wear it to like special occasions, special events. I really think also it goes with every look, and it's a shade that I feel like would work out for everyone. It's such a good color. So obsessed with this. Again, it's what's on my lips right now. And the shade name is Liora. I'm just gonna say finally, because I've mentioned this so many times on my channel. Every time I go to Ulta or Sephora and I check out the lip products, lip glosses, all of that, a lot of times brands will release lip products with people's names. Like Lauren, for example, which is my Starbucks name, but like it's not really my name, you know what I'm saying? But like Lauren, Lisa, what else? Kim, Natalie, which is my sister's name, even like Regina, names like that, which I think is awesome and amazing and great, especially if you find your name at the store. It's like grab and go, even if it's a shade you're never gonna wear. It just feels nice that a solid brand has a lip product that's in your name, you know what I'm saying? It's like winner energy. So I never had that feeling though, because there was never a lip product named Liora. Well, there was one, I think you guys told me, that Tom Ford released years ago, I think with a collection with Cardi B. It was Liora. It was the same way I spell it, Liora. But I feel like it came out and it sold out so quickly and then like never heard of again type of thing. It was a beautiful bubblegum pink, which is so right up my alley. But like, I want to say there was never really a lip product named after me, because it's not something that could be purchased regularly. And you know, it's just also not a name that's used really. With that being said, basically, I'm really happy that there's a liquid lipstick named after me. I think it's just really incredible and just very like heartwarming. I'll tell you that. It feels really, really good. And then we have the gloss that's part of the collection as well. I love the Ofra glosses. They're so nice, hydrating, they're not gritty, and they're very, very comfortable. It's more of like a hybrid between a gloss and an oil, so 10 out of 10 for sure. This is a beautiful pinky peach iridescent gloss. So it has a little bit of like gold in there almost. Yeah, but when you kind of like put it on, it shifts to like gold and pink, and also has like a little bit of a clear base. If you wanted to amp up your look, I think this is great. It's also really, really nice to wear on its own. And it's just so cool that I created like a lip gloss. That's like just like a thing. It's like a thing, you know. I was gonna create a clear gloss because you know my obsession with clear glosses, but they already have a clear gloss in the line, so I was like, no, I can't do that. I'm gonna say that's pretty much it. And when it comes to my collection, again, I am so excited about this, and I'm so happy to finally be able to tell you guys, because I've been keeping this a secret for a long time, and like there were times I'm like, I just want to show them, and I'm like, I can't. So yay. Also, whoa, okay. The great thing is that this collection is not limited edition. It's going to be available on, no, not Ulta site. One second. It might be available on Ulta site eventually, hopefully, if it does well. We'll see. But it's available on Ofra Cosmetics site. It's not limited edition, so if you want to get it maybe in a bit, or you feel like you want to get it right away, you have that option. Once again, you are also able to use my code on my collection as well as everything else on Ofra's site. That code, my name Liora, will get you 20% off site-wide. Before we end off, I just wanted to share with you guys some of people's reactions when they received the box. So like some of my friends, my mom, all of that. So I'll include that footage in right here. Oh my god, it's so pretty!
Look how pretty! I didn't realize it was so big! Oh my god, I love it. Okay, let's look at it. Oh, yeah. Sleek. Look at your name. Okay. Wow.
Thanks.
Wow, your face is on the butt.
I know.
No, but it's really sick. Okay.
Thank you.
Let's open it. Oh my god, is this mine?
Yeah.
Peeky. We're doing a review. Oh my god. My nails are not done, so I don't want to show my fingers. But it's so cute. Wait.
Hello.
Wow, beautiful. Hey, there's no names?
There's on the back.
Marshmallow? Is that you? Marshmallow?
Hello.
Okay, so let's go over the names. Marshmallow is Michal.
Okay, it's fine. No, next. Come on.
Okay.
You have to go through all of them. Look at these.
What's Yum? Who's Yum?
Yum.
Oh, right, that's your word. Friends, because friends.
Yeah.
Okay, Cleo. Like, oh, you got Cleo in there. So cute. The city, Heavenly Brooklyn. Love it. 1 second. Oh, hair all over. Let's see these. 1 second.
This is a liquid. This is a liquid lipstick. You love their formula, right?
Yeah.
It's a good color. I think you're gonna look
It's
great in that.
actually very, yeah, it's a very nice color.
Yeah. And then this is the gloss.
This you put on top of this?
Or wear by itself.
Thank you so much, Lyra. Very cute.
Thank you.
Very cute. Oh my god. Wait, what does it say in the back? Beyond Words? Are those your words?
That's the collection. What it's called? The Beyond Words collection.
That's your style.
Yeah.
Ofra Liora.
Yeah. Okay.
Not so bad. Like this?
So יש פה ליפסטיק כזה.
יפה.
צבע יפה.
מה אתה רשום פה?
עופרה, והשם של הליפסטיק הזה.
אני צריכה glasses. Liora.
Yeah.
יפה, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, it's your company?
It's not my company. I'm working with them.
Very nice. I'm very proud. Ofra also. Just this, nothing else?
Yeah, for now.
I thought you have a lot of stuff. Hey, wow, I like the color.
Yeah.
מאוד יפה. Very nice.
זה בשביל העיניים פה.
Wow.
זה בלוש כזה,
Yeah.
זה, you know, highlighter של שייני כזה,
Yeah.
וזה שיהיה קצת חום.
Very nice. מה רשום פה?
שמות של הדברים.
אוקיי.
מרשמלו,
I thought, oh, marshmallow, cookie, מוקי.
Yeah.
פה?
Yeah.
Oh, very nice.
Brooklyn,
Heaven.
Evan, Ima.
I thought you bring heaven, like I'm saying?
Evan.
Evan.
You like it?
I like it. I'm very proud of my daughter.
Thank you.
I'm very, very proud.
I've actually been waiting for this collection forever, and I'm super excited. A mini mixed palette. First of all, the packaging is so nice and so sleek. Oh, I love the picture in the back. Oh my gosh, this is so nice. Okay, so let's see what we have here. First, we have a long-lasting liquid lipstick, which looks matte. Oh, Liora, it's called Liora. I love this. And it's some type of holographic gloss. Scorpio, obviously, because she's a Scorpio. Okay, let's do the palette. A little hard to work with one hand here. Oh my gosh, first of all, the packaging is stunning. Oh my goodness, I love the fact that there's warm and cool tone shades. This is so perfect, and this blush is so nice. I don't think you could see with the lighting, but it's like brick red, kind of peachish. No, it's more peachish, actually. And this is a sick bronzer, but I think I'm going to use it as eyeshadow also, just because I'm a little bit more, like, darker toned. So it's going to work really well with me. And I actually really always wanted purples. And because they're so cool tone, I was always scared to buy a palette. But now that I have this mix, I'm actually really excited to see what can come out. And I actually saw Liora.'s video with her eyes, and I fell in love. I think I'm going to do that look for sure and see how that comes out. I definitely want to swatch this. I'm just holding my phone with one hand, so it's going to be a little difficult. But let's see the names. Marshmallow Cookie Fuzzy, Hey Girl, Yum, Coffee. Girls, Cleo Heavily, The City in Brooklyn. I'm obsessed. This is so cute. Thanks, Liora. Love you, girl.
I hope you guys enjoyed that. I just thought it was so cute how everyone had like a different reaction. All very exciting, but all different in their own way, you know? I also wanted to say that, you know, my father is not here with me now, but I know that he would be so proud of me. You know, it's been like, I think like 13, 14 years since he passed away. I was 16. Happened all of a sudden randomly, like, well, nothing's random in this world, but I'm saying like it just happened out of nowhere, basically. And I really would have wished to spend, you know, this huge moment with him, but I'm still so thankful to be able to celebrate it with you guys and other people that are close to my heart. So yeah, I wanted to mention that. So I want to say that's pretty much it, besides for one more thing. So I'm constantly adding. There are a decent amount of goodies half off on Ofra's site at the current moment that are my personal favorites. So if you guys want to purchase my collection and then purchase a few items that I'm obsessed with on their site, then they're 50% off, and it's possible you're able to use my code in addition to that. I'm not 100% sure, but these are goods that I'm fully obsessed with. So for example, we have the blush palette, which I'm in love with. This is like one of my favorites ever. I constantly use it, especially this shade right here hits home for me every single time. So we have that. Also the Verified Drama Proof liquid liner. I've mentioned their liquid liner a bunch of times on my channel. If you need a solid liquid liner, this is amazing. So again, 50% off that one, which I think is a deal because on its own it's like 20. The HD volumizing mascara by them is also a really good one. It has a rubber bristled wand, but it really takes your lashes to really the next level. What is up? Then I have two liquid lipsticks. So they sent me two brand new ones, but I already have these in my collection, but I just wanted to show you guys, you know, what they look like in the box. We have Brooklyn here, which is a deep brown, and then this one is in, one second, it's in Ultimate Red. Yeah, I don't typically wear reds, but Ultimate Red is like the ultimate red of reds, if you know what I'm saying. Plus it's a red, and I feel like with deeper colors, you want it to be maybe more of a matte finish because then it's all over the place. But with these colors specifically, like because they're matte and they're comfortable, it lasts in the same place, basically. Then we have glosses here that I'm obsessed with from their line. So we have the Clear Gloss right over here. We also have the gloss here in Glossip. How do you pronounce this? Glossip. Yeah, it's a lip gloss in Glossip. Oh, I should have named one of these shades Gloss because Gloss AW. So yeah, we have these two that are on sale now as well. Love those tones. The Ofra Signature Glow Highlighter Palette is also on sale. This is an amazing highlighter palette if you've been wanting to try out their formula. If you're going to try out mine, you're going to feel the vibe. But in addition to that, they also have this as an option. You get a bunch of different colors, some of their popular shades, some of their newer shades, and I think this is such an awesome way to mix and match. You know, some of the highlighters to create your personalized favorite color. You can wear them on their own. Their formula, the formula of their highlighters are delicious. Then I have the Sweet Dreams eyeshadow palette. Again, these are just brand new. It looks like I haven't used them, but I have mine in my collection. I don't want to just go through my stuff because you know me and my mess here. It started again, so just saying. But this right here is their Sweet Dreams palette. It's probably my favorite 5-pan palette from them. I love these tones, you guys know, like just they're everything to me. You get 4 mattes, well, 1 satin, somewhat of like a matte, and then 1 metallic highlighter shade in Pillow Talk. Yeah, you can wear that as a highlighter or for the eyes. Very pretty. You can do a lot with this, even though there are only 5 shades that are included, and I specifically love this because you can deepen up the crease so much with all of the different shades you actually have in here, and I think it looks so pretty. So we have that. Then, yikes, I recently finished off their Micro Glow Exfoliating Cleanser. Okay, I hear. You guys always laugh when this happens. It just happens on cue. So I actually recently finished off their daily micro, what is this called? Micro exfoliating cleanser. I love this. Now I'm very, very specific and picky with skincare products. I know that they actually have a ton on their site. I like, you know, some items here and there, but this hits home for me. I use this maybe like 3 times a week, and it really helps with like texture on the skin and really kind of cleaning the skin very, very well. So I promise you guys, I really finished off one. I'm not just talking about my butt right now, but really I finished off one of these completely, and they sent me a new one because it's, well, because I guess I finished one off, and also I wanted to share with you guys in this video. And final item that I wanted to share with you guys is this, which I've been using really, really consistently the past little while. This actually just released on their site. It's part of their Lotus collection. It's so cute. This is the Pure Glow Finishing Powder, kind of similar to like Hourglass, maybe, if you want to, like, if you're familiar with that. This is like a face powder that adds a little bit like a luminous finish, but it doesn't emphasize much, which I think is awesome. So you could use it all over the face, or you could use it just as a highlighter, and it's so pretty. I love the packaging too. The color is stunning. This might be too light for you or too dark. They have a few other shades online. This specifically is called Light. So yeah, there's that, and the color is just perfection for me. I'm obsessed with this. So yes, okay. I want to say that's pretty much it. I cannot wait to read your comments down below. Keep me posted. Let me know what's up. Thank you so much again, you guys, for being here, celebrating, and just being part of this. It really means a lot. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye.